also, much like Beth, when it comes to writing songs, I'll often start writing a song and really have no idea what the song is about, and then it will reveal itself at a certain point in the songwriting process, and then you kind of go, oh, now I know what the song is about, I can go back and change it to finish. But I also have like a list of notes in my phone that are it's just called Song Ideas, and every once in a while when I have time, I'll open up the list and see what's there. And one day I went to go add this phrase to the list, and immediately I was like, oh, that's gonna be a good song. And about 2 weeks later, I was getting ready to do the dishes. The sink was full completely, and as soon as I put my hands in the water, the very first line came to me, and immediately the second line came to me, and so I knew that I had to go write this song, which will be on my next album. And I recorded the song, and then we added a string section, which includes Jordan Hamilton on cello, Josh Holcomb on viola, and Sam Cooper on violin. And they really, really did a number on the song. I'm very, very proud of it. I'm very proud of my new album. It's been a long, like Dan said, it's a collaborative effort. It's a solo album in that my name is on the cover, but there's somewhere around 22 or 24 different musicians that participate in this. And it's really reflective of the community that we live in here, which is very collaborative and very supportive. And this song is a composite song, if you will. I know you might listen to it and think, I know who that's about. And you're right. But also maybe you don't know who it's about, because it's actually about 3 different people that I put together into one main character, if you will. This is called The One That Got Away. I've been thinking about the one that got away. I've been trying to think of what I'd say if we ever crossed paths. How would I handle it? My guess is I'd be scared and slip away. I see glimpses of her everywhere I go. She's in the audience at every show. She's in the rearview mirror, but I'm nowhere near her. I turn my head, she's always gone. What can I say? I was young. It's fair to say I was done. It seemed like there would always be another day. Things have changed, I'm getting old. It's lonely and I'm cold. I'm thinking about the one that got away. Where she ended up, well, I don't know. I stopped following when I saw that photo. A diamond ring on a mountaintop, it nearly made my heart stop. She's better off, so I had to let her go. What can I say? I was young. It's fair to say I was done. It seemed like there would always be another day. Things have changed, I'm getting old. It's lonely and I'm cold. And I'm thinking about the one that got away. across her at the store. She had a baby in her arms, planning for a couple more. And we hugged, but it felt wrong. The magic was all gone. I said it's nice to see you, but I gotta go. What can I say? I was young. It's fair to say I was done. It seemed like there would always be another day. Things have changed, I'm getting old. And slowly and I'm cold. And I'm thinking about the one that got away. What can I say? We were young. Looking back, we just begun. It seemed like there would always be another day. There's no promises we know. Some things you don't outgrow. And I'm thinking about the one that got away.
That was about lost love, I guess. So I'm gonna do one that's kind of the opposite of that.
Perfect.
I'm totally anti. So, and this is going back to the songwriting process, which Nick was, we've all kind of talked a little bit about so far, and I'm here to tell you guys that writer's block for songwriters is definitely a thing, and one thing I try to do to work through that is just change up the process a little bit. You know, my favorite place to write is in my kitchen, just at the kitchen table. And there's something about that room that, you know, I sit there and when I'm playing guitar, the sound kind of reverberates in there. There's hardwood floors and it's kind of got a lot of surfaces to bounce off of. And it just feels good to sit in there and work on a song. And so I thought, and then that wasn't working this particular day that I was trying to write. And I said, well, you know, maybe I'll try to go somewhere else. And so I ended up sneaking into the neighborhood record store after hours, and you know, I have my secrets, so I snuck in there and turned the lights on, grabbed a record off the wall. I think it was like Neil Young's Harvest, and put it on the record player in the store, and just kind of sat there and took it all in, sat at the desk, put my feet up on the desk, and just chilled out for a little bit. And turns out, you know, that particular time and place was inspiring to me. And then I turned the record off and I pulled out my guitar and was able to write a song. And so I thought, well, this is great. You know, it's really rare for a songwriter, I think, to sit down in one like session and pretty much come up with a whole song. But that's what happened to me that day, and I thought, man, this is great, you know, I'm going to come back here. So I went back the next week. It didn't work at all. But, so this song is called Tenderhearted. I've got a tender-hearted lover who does me good. It's a little rough around the edges, but don't let that fool you. Pours me coffee the sun comes up. Ooh, baby, gonna fill my cup. I got a tender-hearted lover who feeds my soul, knows how to make me smile when I just don't wanna, dries my tears in the middle of the night. When we're close, everything is alright. Tender-hearted lover, dreaming fast and wild. Well, I've heard those stories. You were a curious child, growing up to play guitar in a rock and roll band. You turned your back on the backup plan. Never gonna be perfect, but I'm still gonna try. The closest thing I'll ever get is you by my side. And all I'm asking is please, please come on this ride. Tender-hearted lover, why looking sad? It's been a roller coaster year, but it's the best we've had. Even though we couldn't spring for that Econoline van, we roll hand in hand. We roll hand in hand.
Well, that was beautiful. Thank you. Wow. I love the waves of emotions that are happening up here. I feel like I just got my heart totally broken by Nick, and then I just feel so warm after that song. And yeah, hold those tender-hearted ones close, you guys. They're out there. They're doing it. They're keeping it going amidst all the craziness. For this next one, I'd like to speak to that idea too of like, it's kind of funny to say that sometimes the songs have a mind of their own. They kind of need things from you, or they're going to be a certain way and there's nothing you can do. And sometimes too, song can just be such a wonderful avenue for catharsis. Sometimes you don't know what you're feeling until you try to sing it. And for this one in particular, I wanted to share this one because of that part of the songwriting process. I watched this incredible speech. Us Americans have pronounced her name Greta Thunberg or Thunberg. But I found out from watching Amy Goodman at Democracy Now!, who learns to pronounce people's names like the most excellent broadcaster that she is. And I heard her say it, Greta Thunberg. So take that with you. That's how you say that. But she was very noble in an interview. She was like, I really don't care how people pronounce my name. Like, the planet's in trouble. Like, priorities. So anyway, I watched that speech, and it was one of those busy days, in our culture and society. We're very busy. And it was one of those busy days where I had watched that speech, and I feel like I felt so much in that moment, and then I just, closed my laptop and went on with my day. and I didn't even realize I was kind of carrying this feeling for a few days. And then a different idea to do a chord progression, you know, different chords on the ukulele, came to my mind, and I just wanted to try this idea, right? So I tried it, and it just, like you guys have said, it just started pouring out of my mouth. Like, I had been carrying this feeling right here, kind of tight in my chest, and it all just started pouring out. And you'll also notice this is a very short song, and I just felt like it all just plopped out of my mouth and onto a piece of paper, and I was just like, wow. And my partner Alex is here tonight, and she has been invaluable in helping me with songwriting, a lot of workshop lyrics and stuff like that. And she challenged me to write more, which I took the challenge, and I gave it a good try, and I was like, I think it just needs to be short. So this is called Yon Profiteers. Young sisters on the TV, speaking for the centuries and coming in clear. And spoiled ears won't hear. So stronger than an army, quick to disarm young profiteers. She lay down the law, she muscled back tears. For a few more days, it is not too late to fight the fate she fears. But for sunrise sake, the hour is late, with not but 8 to 12 years. I don't know why they couldn't listen even when she shouted, but I do know